The main aspects of a good sprinting training is basically your strength training, your speed training, and your agility training. Strength training can be very classic strength training where you do lower reps with high weights, a lot of rest. But in order to transfer that strength into power, what we call, or speed, you have to do some transition exercises where you have a component that is a little bit more on strength, and then you have to transition it into speed, into what feels natural for you in running. We call it a little bit more power clean because you don't go all the way down. You go to a maximum of 90 degrees in your knees because the sprinter has actually during a 100 meter is basically always with a straight knee or more or less a straight knee. So going lower than 90 degrees would result in a slower extension of your knee joint and your hip joint. So that's why we're always in more like 90 degree that you go fast and you can extend fast. Extension is the most important phase in your sprinting, so that's why we only go to more or less like 90 degrees. In the starting blocks, you'll have to build up tension and release it. And that's actually the exercise as well. You're sitting on the ground in a very uncomfortable position. You can't use your hands to push you up, so you have to use everything else. And that's very representative of what a start is in a starting block. You have to tense up, and then you have to release it. And that's why we do that as well. You tense up going down, and then bam, in one movement you have to go up, and then we add a second jump for your next steps actually, basically. The eccentric or the hamstring exercises are very important because it's the most common injury in sprinting is it has to do something with the hamstring. What we do is we accentuate the eccentric phase of a hamstring muscle, because normally a concentric phase is what we're used to, but the slow extension, so basically the eccentric phase, is very useful because you have to attack the ground in order to make your next forceful or powerful step. So that's why we always want to accentuate the eccentric phase, attack the floor, and then do the concentric phase in this position with your hamstring. What I did there, I used small intervals to make sure I have a high frequency, very fast movements, and then I added the stairs in order to keep my frequency but to extend my gait. And that's actually the formula for a successful sprinter, is to have high frequency but a very long gait as well. You would want to call it squat jumps on a stair, but basically it's just as fast as possible. So I wouldn't pause between my two jumps. I would go as fast as possible. So basically when you're in the air, you're already preparing your next jump so that you can really be quick on your feet. And that's also in sprinting, you have to be quick on your feet. You have to be thinking like the floor is lava, that you go as fast as possible in your forward direction, and that's why we do it as well on the stairs. So fast jumps with fast foot contact.